What's up, you guys? I'm Patrick of Coaster Fanatics, and today I'm going to discuss Cedar Point's brand new coaster for 2018, Steel Vengeance. So first things first, let's talk about the stats. Steel Vengeance will have a max height of 205 feet and a drop of 200 feet. This is something we all pretty much expected. We all knew that this would be the very first hybrid hypercoaster. I am a little surprised that it's not higher though. I was expecting more like 220 or 230 feet, and I kind of feel like Cedar Point went for the bare minimum just to get the record. Regardless, it's still going to be an amazing drop, and I can't wait to try it out. Next is the speed. Steel Vengeance will have a top speed of 74 miles per hour. I'm actually slightly disappointed with this stat, as I was expecting closer to 80. Instead, we got 74, which is only 1 mile per hour faster than Lightning Rod. Still, it will be the fastest hybrid coaster in the world by a country mile. Steel Vengeance will also feature a 90-degree drop and 4 inversions, all on 5,740 feet of track. Now that's a very interesting stat right there, because the original Mean Streak had a track length of 5,427 feet. Typically when an RMC conversion happens, the coaster actually loses some track length, but in this case it gained 313 feet, which is pretty cool. As far as the drop goes, I wasn't very surprised. I know a lot of people thought it was going to be like an 87-degree drop, but for me, I always knew that Cedar Point wouldn't fall short on that. I thought this was a 90-degree drop from the start, and it turned out to be true. This should end up being one of the best drops in the whole park. Of course, we can't forget about the 4 inversions. They all look pretty great for the most part. They are pretty basic RMC inversions though. The first one is like a 0G roll. The second one, which I think is the best, is a short stall that passes through the lift hill. The final 2 are very similar and are barrel rolls inside the structure for some awesome head chopper moments. I am slightly disappointed, as I was hoping for some crazy element we haven't seen before, as well as a 0G stall. That stuff didn't happen, but nonetheless this is still going to be an amazing ride. The one thing I really loved was the theme. What's so cool about it is that it kind of has a cross theme with Maverick. So the story is that Maverick purchased land and started a mining company in Frontier Town. Maverick became very powerful and greedy. With the new power came total disregard for anything else. 3 outcasts, which are Digger, Chess, and Blackjack, have returned with a massive machine with the hopes of taking back Frontier Town. In the words of Cedar Point, they are back with a Steel Vengeance. Like I said, I love how they theme this. I mean, this will be 2 of the best roller coasters in the world, and they are going to be cross-themed, which I think is pretty cool in my eyes. Now that brings us to the elephant in the room, and that's the name, Steel Vengeance. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't hate the name, but I don't love it neither. It just feels really generic for a groundbreaking coaster like this. What gets me is the steel part. It sounds too much like other coasters such as Steel Venom or Steel Force. You look at some of the other coaster names at Cedar Point like Gatekeeper, Top Thrill Dragster, Maverick, or even Millennium Force. These are all unique names that don't sound like anything else around, and I just feel like they could have come up with something a little more original. Still, I don't hate it. The big rumors for the name of this ride were going to be Claim Jumper, and of course Railblazer, which went to California's Great America. Compared to those, I'm very happy with Steel Vengeance. However, it's going to be a learning curve for me not to call this coaster RMC Mean Streak. The next thing I want to talk about are the trains. They kind of have this Western mine train look to them, and I must say I like them a lot. The front end has a very unique shape, and I noticed that there are these lights at the top that I hope actually function. That's one thing that I dislike about Lightning Rod. It has these headlights in the front, but they are actually fake. I just think it would be nice to see functioning lighting on an RMC train. The last thing I'm going to talk about are the records. When Steel Vengeance opens, it will break an incredible 10 world records for hybrid coasters. It will be the first ever hyper hybrid coaster and will feature more airtime than any other roller coaster in the world. Steel Vengeance will be the tallest, longest, fastest, and steepest hybrid coaster in the world, and it will also feature the most inversions. In addition to the 10 hybrid records it will break, it will also give Cedar Point 5 additional park world records, which include most steel track in one park, most coaster track in one park, and most rides in one park. The final 2 are the most impressive records in my opinion, and that's the most roller coasters over 200 feet and the most roller coasters with a 90-degree drop or more. Those are 2 very special records right there, and I don't see them being broken very easily. Alright, so now for my final thoughts on Steel Vengeance. Honestly, you guys, I feel pretty much the same about this coaster as I did before the announcement. I'm still super excited to ride this thing in 2018. Despite the fact that it fell slightly short in the stat department with the height and the top speed, I do still think that Steel Vengeance has high potential of being the best roller coaster at Cedar Point. Possibly the best in the world. 2018 is shaping up to be the best year in history for new roller coasters, with 7 confirmed opening in the United States alone so far. Stay tuned to my channel. In the next few days I'll be posting my full analysis and reviews for all the roller coasters announced on National Roller Coaster Day. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button. Do leave your thoughts in the comment section, and if you're new around here, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you all in the next video very, very soon.